It's been 2 years now. Was this whole flight sim thing worth it? So let's talk candidly here for just a few moments. So I have built a flight simulator from the ground up. I mean, yes, it was built with mostly pieces and parts that you could pick up off the shelf at Amazon or at a store. The desk was something that I built from scratch with a butcher block that I got from Home Depot. Yeah, I mean, was it worth it? Did I have a good time? Did it give me something to do? Has it fulfilled my creative need? Has it fulfilled my manly desire to spend money on useless crap around the house? Yes, I mean, in every possible way, I would fully agree that it is well worth it. From the aspect of, hey, I'm going to build this to go out and train and do something different in my aircraft. Was it worth it from that standpoint? Because that was why I built it in the first place, was because I wanted to get better at using the Garmin 430, the 530, and get used to using the G5s in the cockpit of the real aircraft that I was flying at the time, and so that I could get better at instrument flying. And was it worth it from that aspect? Yes, because I really got a lot better. That, like, using the G5 and using the 430, 530, which is funny now that I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't looked that deep into it, but heard that Garmin has pulled support. They no longer support the Garmin 430 and the Garmin 530. And I guess it's probably rightfully so. I mean, it's been around for like 20 years or so. So, you know, that's great. Now I'm flying with outdated equipment again, you know. That's freaking awesome. So now I guess I just have to update to something new. Like I do want to build a new flight simulator, and I've heard that that's, you know, what you do when you build an airplane. The next best thing to do is to build another airplane. I guess that applies to the flight sim world as well, because now I want to build another flight sim. So I don't know if I'm going to. I probably will I'm going to keep this one and probably reuse as many aspects of it as I can. But the funny thing about that panel is that it's all metal from Stay Level Avionics. It's basically steel. It ain't going anywhere. There's not a lot of fudge room in there to just rework it. It's not like I'm just going to cut new holes for a Garmin G3X Touch or something, you know. But as I'm going to move forward in my life, I am probably going to look into building an airplane. A Vans aircraft RV-10 is what I would like to build, and I will probably design a cockpit that is around that aircraft. So, was it worth it? Did I have a good time? You know, yes, absolutely. I've enjoyed the journey. It's brought me here to you guys here on YouTube. I've been able to monetize the channel and do things on YouTube and kind of further my internet marketing life as well. So that's cool. I've been able to meet new people. I've been able to talk to a lot of flight simmers. I went to the Flight Sim Expo. I even ran into old friends. I ran into a guy that I flew Chinooks with in Afghanistan. I mean, how cool is that? I think it's definitely something. It's definitely a supplement to real life aircraft flying. I have not flown an aircraft, I don't think, since I started the process of the flight simming thing. I don't think I've even been in a real aircraft, which is funny because that was the whole reason that I started flight simming in the first place, was because I was going to use what I learned in the flight sim to go fly the actual aircraft and get my instrument rating in a fixed wing aircraft. So I'm a video gamer at heart. You know, I love computers, PCs, more Macs over PCs than that. Using a PC has given me a lot of challenges because I haven't been a PC user in so long. Windows likes to do their updates. Every 2 weeks, I get a new Windows update. Thank you, Windows, for that. You suck. And those updates always break my G5s, and they break my transponder by prop wash, and I have to go in and spend about 20 minutes reflashing those, figuring out what COM port it decided to just randomly, you know, reassign the daggum COM port to, unless there's a better way. I don't know if anybody else is having that issue. If you are, definitely leave me a message down below in the comments. I'd love to hear what you guys are doing. there is so much going on in this flight sim world, but I've learned a lot and figured out a lot of different things along the way. I just kind of deal with it at first. So I was like, oh, cool, you know what, I'm going to make it work. I get in here. That's half the fun of flight simming, guys, is making it work and just doing all the techie stuff. I actually have probably just as much fun doing that as I do flying the actual aircraft. But is it that fun 2 years later? Not really. It's just kind of annoying. Would I do another flight sim? Heck yeah, I would. In a heartbeat. I would love to. They're a little bit pricier than what I would like for them to be, but they can definitely be built in a way that is not as pricey, especially if you've already got a computer. Like my next flight sim, I don't think it's going to cost me near as much as this one, because I already bought the PC. I already have the monitors. I already have half the stuff that I need that's going to work in that next aircraft, right? So, yeah, will there be some expenses for a panel and maybe some new avionics? But some of them I've already got. I'll probably just reuse the G5s if I rebuild this, right? One thing that's a little bit different about an RV10 is that it uses a stick instead of a yoke. What's kind of cool about that is that could probably be repurposed with a helicopter. So if I decide to kind of use it as a cyclic for a helicopter, it's probably the same deal. So I'll probably look around for something that can be used both ways, and I think that would be really neat. So we're going to continue moving forward and doing great things, and hopefully building an RV10 here pretty soon and have that project going. Hopefully I'll be able to put some of that build here on the YouTube channel, and just hopefully you guys can watch along with that journey as well. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Leave your comments down below. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'd love to know what you guys think. And yeah, all right. I'll see you guys in another video. Take care. Hey, if you haven't already done so, head over to EliteSimBuild.com, grab a copy of our home flight simulator resource guide. Do that thing where you click the button, give us your email address, and we will send you a copy of our simulator guides where you can get the resource list, the avionics reviews, a panel blueprint, so that way you guys can send that off to your panel guy, get all the parts and pieces that you need. You'll know exactly what software to pick up so you can get your Cessna 172 flight simulator built today.